What's going on, guys? I want to talk. What's going on, guys? Today I want to talk about the 3 most important things that you need to be thinking about so you don't get hurt while mountain biking this season. Welcome back to the Northwest Trail Series.
My God! Oh boy! Oh, that's gonna hurt! That's gonna hurt! I'm okay.
Yeah, I know what it was. Coming around that turn just a little bit too fast, right on the top of a loose berm, and the top of it's just starting to give way as I'm flying around the turn, and all of a sudden, here comes a tree coming in just shit hot. Alright, so it's been about 2 weeks since I've been back on the mountain bike. I got a little bit of a shoulder injury going on. Luckily, nothing broke, nothing became detached or anything. But I've been doing some good physical therapy on it, really taking care of it. But it's given me a lot of time to think about some things about what went wrong on that fall, and since I had everything being recorded, I was able to go through and really evaluate it, and it gave me a few ideas. So if I could go back in time, these are the 3 things I would want to do differently. And since I can't, you can at least take this advice this season and listen to these things that I wish that I would have been thinking about that day when I made a tragic mistake. Alright, so number 1. This one, all these things are obvious. You know all of them. Yeah, I'm sure you do. But number 1 is looking ahead. Looking ahead and going and scouting out the jump line or the run that you're about to do. Whatever it is that you're pushing yourself to try, like, go and really look at it. You know, pinpoint where all the trees are. Make sure you know where all those are, because those are your biggest obstacles. You don't want to hit a tree going 30 miles an hour. And I'm kind of at the point where I'm not sure I want to be riding in the vicinity of some massive trees and doing jumps at the same time. I don't know. I want to do a little bit of risk versus reward, and I don't think that if there's trees riddled all over around some jumps, that if it's necessarily, if it doesn't pay out much. You got bills and stuff to pay, and you know, if you get hurt and you can't work, is it really worth doing that jump? Another part of looking ahead is just making sure there's nothing down. You know, like here in Washington, there's always, you know, it's a little windy out right now, enough so that it could knock down a few branches. Maybe there's someone ahead of you that fell and got hurt and they need help, and it's not going to help them much if you come flying over a jump and then go crashing into them. So really, it's just a great idea to check out the jump lines before you do them. Check out the, you know, just look ahead. You know, really valuable advice. And I feel like many times when someone gets hurt, it's a lack thereof looking ahead. Number 2. I wrote this down. I don't remember where it was. Armor. So, this is like the most important thing to me. When I started mountain biking, I went all out and got the full face helmet. I got elbow pads. I got really big, awesome knee pads. A nice pair of mountain biking shoes is really important. I saw in some like forums recently people talking about riding in like skate shoes. I used to skateboard. Skateboards have very thin soles. It doesn't work for mountain biking. It doesn't work at all. In order to have a good mountain biking shoe, here, let me just, I can show the difference. A mountain biking shoe, nice pair of 510s or whatever these are. I think they're called 510s. Yeah, 510. So the sole is very stiff, very stiff. And a pair of skate shoes is they're very like, there's nothing there. They're very thin. And a good pair of mountain biking shoes is there to protect your feet. When I fell the other week, I smashed my toe and it turned all purple. I smashed my toe even though this area doesn't really bend much at all. Had I been wearing these, probably would have broken my toe into pieces. So just for foot protection, I think that a pair of mountain biking shoes is completely a necessity, not an option to be wearing skate shoes. It's just not worth the risk. Also, being able to just take big impacts on the pedals. If you land on one of the pedals with too much force with a skate shoe, you risk really hurting your feet really badly. So just not worth it. Good pair of shoes is valuable. So yeah, I also decided I want to have some chest armor. I took some pretty good damage into the ribs, the chest, and the back of my shoulder, and anything that I could have been wearing, if there was something I could wear that would have prevented that, sign me up. Because if there's gonna be days when I'm pushing myself to do jumps that are big, you know, I want every piece of protection on that I can. Like, there's just, why not? I think it's really valuable. Okay, third is I don't know, what is it? Okay. Third thing is not to push so much in one day. I understand very much so the joy of mountain biking and the fact that it has so much to do with the progression of it. Doing a bigger jump, doing a trick, doing a bigger jump, doing a new trick, going down something faster, riding somewhere new. Those are all great things, and obviously you would want to do that every day. You want that feeling of progression. It's like a reward, a little dopamine blast to your brain. And, I get that. But you can't do it every day, and you can't do it too much in one day. If you're pushing yourself every single day mountain biking, like, to the max, always doing a bigger jump, always doing, trying a crazy new trick, you're gonna get hurt. And if that's okay with you, that's fine. If it's worth the risk, then that's fine. I'm not telling you can't, but if you're someone like me and you need to work 40 hours a week to, maintain your living situation, it might not be worth risking pushing yourself that much. And that day that I fell, I feel as though I pushed myself enough, warming back up to the jumps I was doing last season, and then also in the middle of the video I was doing a jump line that I'd never done before, and at the end of it was a jump that I think was the biggest jump I've ever done before. And I should have been happy with that day. I think I was I was tired enough from doing all that stuff right then to be able to, hey, I'm stoked that I did these new jumps. I'm stoked that I did the jumps I did at the end of last season. What a day. Let's come back and I can try something else maybe next time. Instead, I did all the jumps I did last year. I did a bigger set of jumps, and then I was looking towards the biggest set of jumps that this mountain bike park had to offer. And that's the point where it all went wrong. Ugh. Sometimes you gotta take a little bit every day. That's how progression is done and how it should be done. If you're trying to take too big of a piece, then you'll end up biting off too much, more than you can chew, and that's what happens.
Well, alright then, thanks for watching, you guys. It's been fun, just trying to keep myself busy while I've been waiting for my shoulder to heal. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button right there on the left if you haven't done so already, and on the right there's a link to some more videos if you're feeling up to it. And I'll see you next time.